Hey, what's up, what's up, what's up? How you doing? How you been? What's going on? What's good? How you getting it in? Body getting the fuzzy? What's going on, people? What's up, people? It is a day of another day that we call Wednesday. Everybody being said what's gonna be. Hope everybody's doing everything as far as being safe in this world we're living in, knocking down doors and making your dreams come true. Whew. Is everybody practicing ignore? Because in the world we live in and stuff, we have to understand that there are going to be a lot of negative people in this world. And I do not want you out here fist fighting and jumping and, trying to defend yourself on a closed mind. Because at the end of the day, even though you may fight the person and stuff and you may even get the victory, the person still is not going to believe in you and go against you. So don't waste your time. Just learn how to just walk away. And, a lot of times every reaction will deserve a reaction. Now I want to share something with you. I'm not going to be here that long, but I want to share something with you. Have you ever dated someone and you see them, the old saying, say love is blind, and they leave out your life and they come back in, and now you see everything you didn't see about them before, you see it clearly? Okay, example. I had a little conversation with someone, and I had a conversation with many of my past partners. I can't say boyfriends or, because I never got that far with them, because a lot of times they're very afraid of what people are going to say. And like I said before, they're not punks, but at the end of the day, I guess every man has a price. He's afraid of losing things and people and stuff like that, so he must sneak around. And, I'm not knocking anybody. That's what you want to do. That's what you do. But it will not live in this body again. Now, before I was in Ubala land, I mess with a guy and stuff, and the weird thing about life is that I messed with the same men before the Ubala neighborhood, before I came to Ubala, and it's the same men. I just changed the title. We're calling them down straight, but at the end of the day, they're doing a lot of things that the gay men were doing. And the thing about it is, when I notice that I'm dealing with a lot of men, it's all about sex. Like, it's not, and it's funny because when I was in neighborhood, it wasn't all about sex. I mean, sure, we had this stuff like that, but, it was like, it's just something to do. But with the man, it's very visual. It's just sex. Like, and I think within me, I kind of took the neighborhood into the two-spirit world, and I thought that people out here want to love. I've said this a million times. And I realized that I'm nothing but sex. I'm not real. I'm just entertainment. The only time I become real is when I ball up my fist and punch you straight in the fucking mouth. And at the end of the day, you do not raise grown folks. And I had to take a back seat and listen to what they were saying. And I had to receive it. And that's my message to you, or my, thing I want you to do as well. When you have a conversation with someone that you was in love with, that you thought that they felt the same about you, you didn't receive the information. Like, just be very quiet and listen. And I knew that the things they said was not something that, they probably has not said before. But when you got loving eyes, they say loving eyes will never see. And at the end of the day, I'm sure they've been saying the same thing long across the way. But at the different time of the matter, if I was in love, I didn't care because, you're in love and stuff like that. A lot of times with me, the people like me who just not go to bed, just want love, I think we suffer the price of being gullible because our hearts are there. And we're falling in love with someone that is looking at us just for sexual gratification. We're not real. If they give us the disease, oh well, that's what you get. And I also know, and I'm not saying all straight men, I'm not saying all men in general, but the ones who want to say, oh, well, you said all men. No. This is the thing. People don't mind giving you a disease. And that part fucks me up. Like, I just can't understand. Like, and it's not even just the men. I want to talk to two-spirit women that is HIV positive, and they'll say to me, well, Raven, just because I got it don't mean I'm going to give it to, just because I have it, he doesn't have to use protection if he doesn't want to. I'm the one that's going to get sick, not him. And that type of thinking just fucks me up. that is actually a person can say that out their mouth and be comfortable with it. And the sad part about it, and I'm not trying to throw any of my sisters on the bus, but it is what it is, there are a lot of two-spirit women that are sick. And after my check, a lot of them, some of them care about other people. You know, it's like, let's use protection. You know, they'll flip it off. In other words, they'll flip it and say, let's use protection because I don't want you to give me shit. In reality, they got it. So I respect them. But there's the one who feels as though, since somebody gave it to me and give a fuck about me, why the fuck should I give about you? And I can see that happen because you become very bitter when people have fucked you over, and at the end of the day, we're being murdered, we're being tortured, we're being killed, and you're the same one that thinks I can't stand you motherfuckers, but you're the same one that's fucking them. And a lot of them can't stand the truth because I feel as though a lot of them is also the ones that's been talking about us like a fucking dog. That's been taking our pictures, showing around, making fun of us, and then for them to stand up and say, well, you said you hated them. Like, you hate them fucking bitches, you know. And here it is, you fucking them all the time. Now you feel as though they're going to look at you a little differently because the storyline that you shared was not true. And I had a conversation with actually two of them, and one of them lied to me, like I know the guys do. They do the research when they come to meet us and stuff. And a lot of times the guys, when they hit us up, they go through girl to girl, and they don't let everyone know, you know, that they're hitting you all up. But at the end of the day, they are hitting us up. And they got their friends and stuff blocked so you can't see it. So I was talking to this one guy that we had a conversation, that we met. This is a while ago. Well, a really long time ago. And we had the conversation, and I asked him, I said, well, you said you've been with 3 girls like me before, so what was the problem between me and you? Okay, I'm going to give you a little rough draft through what happened. Okay, we met up and stuff like that. He came up to my house stuff, and he just stood there like this. And I was like, you know, what's the matter? You know, why you're not talking? You know, you've been around me before, so why, or, you know. Not me, but, you know, been around girls like me before, so why are you acting so quiet? So, he was like, no, it's not a big deal, and stuff like that. Now, he just stood there looking at me, and then he had a conversation with me. The reason why we left it off, because he said, why don't you put on some of them sexy outfits that, you know, you wear in your pictures? And my thing was, fuck you. Because at that point, I feel like a fantasy. I feel like you're not taking me real. And at that point, I feel like a fucking fool. But anyway, so the conversation led to a conversation that was just recent. And I asked him why, since you've been with 2 people, and I made number 3, why did you treat me that way? You know what he said? You was my first. I never been with somebody like you before. But you told me you had. Well, I haven't. I said, so that's why you stood there. That's why you just looked at me. That's why you stood there. And he got quiet. Because you know why? He just stood his truth in front of me. And he knew that if I knew this information before meeting him, I would have never met him. So he lied. And it makes me think about all the girls who are two-spirit that's been murdered on a guy once upon a time that says, oh, I have no problem with you, and then we're murdered. And then society will join in and say, well, you know what, they got what they deserve, they shouldn't be lying. And at the end of the day, the girl can't tell the story. And that's the sad part about it. And I can scream to the top of my lungs to let people understand that the storyline will be true with the girls being murdered. But guess what? They don't give a fuck. Because if it's not in their footsteps, they don't care. And it's sad, but it's real. Anyway, I just wanted to share this with you. And I had the conversation with them. And I was like, you know what? I feel like a fool. Like, I'm already a jaded bit of bitch from y'all. Now y'all made me even worse. And I've come to the point and I was like, you know what? I'd just rather just be alone. It's not worth it. It's not. Every time I meet another man, it's like, what are you going to do to me? What the fuck is you going to do? I'm not even to the point of, oh my God, I met a guy, I'm so happy. I'm like, okay, what the fuck you going to do? Now I got to make sure I got my pocket. I gotta cross the T's and dot the I's because this motherfucker's in my house. Am I about to be murdered? Because I'm giving life a chance once upon a time again. And it becomes very irritating. And it also makes you want to act out and start swinging at motherfuckers and saying, you know what, like the girl did with 18 to 40 years. It gets to that point where it gets there, so I can get it. And you two-spirit people, you know you can get it. When you get to the point when enough abuse has happened to you, when you had enough, you be like, fuck it. whatever happens, happens. Anyway, I just wanted to share this with you. Did you find someone that you was in love with and find that they really didn't love you the way that you thought they did? That was all just a lie? That you was just a fantasy, basically a fetish, a joke? And at the end of the day, nobody wants you to react. Please leave your comments at the bottom. Like I said before, there's the Instagram button at the top. If you follow me, I'll follow back. And love your feedback in this and let you all love you. And thank you for watching. Get the ring.
All right now. Come on, baby. Let's go on Instagram. Woo! Like I said before, if you have a story-minute cover, you can email me at ravenover@yahoo.com. Please don't put your story down in the comment section. And at the top, there's the Instagram button. Guess what? If you follow me, I'll follow you back. Did you subscribe yet? Oh, come on, man. Subscribe to my channel. What are you doing? What you mean you don't want to subscribe to my channel? You better subscribe to my channel. What do you mean? Love you. Love you.